All right, how you guys doing? Welcome to Financial Freedom Fridays. It's Gus Tucker, and we're winding down the month of October here in 2023. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Tell you what, I'm fired up. I'm actually broadcasting today. I'm usually in Chicago, but today I'm in Arizona, Tucson, Arizona, where I went to undergrad. We're having a reunion of sorts. I played Division I football out here, and about 30 or 40 guys that play ball together are getting together out here in Arizona, and we're going to the game this weekend. It's going to be a blast. I'm traveling with my son. So my son and I are spending 4 days together, and we're having a blast. So we're excited. Yeah, let us know where you're from, where you're at, and hey y'all, it's time to get to work. We've been together for a little while now, and so we're getting to know one another. But now it's time to really get to work because some friends of mine, we get together on Sundays, 2 times a month, and we talk about life. We talk about our families and things that are going on. And a friend of mine mentioned that he's going to bring up this week 4 numbers that he's found that have really changed his life as he's tried to um, go after his goals in life. And it made me start thinking about financial numbers that we need to manage and make sure that we have under control as we're looking to create financial independence. Okay. So I want you guys, let's get to work together. We've been here long enough. It's time to get together and create some accountability and to create some measurables in terms of what we're doing. Okay, because us getting together every week doesn't really matter unless us moving us forward. Amen on that. Needs to be moving us forward against our goals. So with that, I'm gonna put this presentation up on the screen. We're gonna some most of this you've seen before, and you should know that hey, we're not where we want to be as a people. We need to move forward. Your perspective is what you got. That's where you see things from. What you see is from where you sit. Your perspective comes from where you come from in life. And so always be looking to have a more well-rounded, broadened perspective by being more aware of yourself, aware of your environment, aware of other people, because your perspective drives everything that you see. Um, I look at a worldview that is a what I consider a biblical worldview. And the Bible is the source of the best ideas. Okay. So if you're looking for ways to improve your life and get better ideas for running your life, I encourage you to go to the Bible. I call it basic instruction before leaving earth. The Bible, basic instruction before leaving earth. And God's ideas are in here, and His ideas are the best ideas of how to live life, how to create relationships, how to create everything. It's in the Bible. So I encourage you to do that. We've talked about that, and we'll continue to do that. I encourage you to get this journal. This is a journal that we're working through. I know in our church fellowship, it's a 90-day journey, and we journal in it. And I need to journal in. I need to catch up. I didn't do it yesterday. Kind of what's going on with you, and a life that is not evaluated and reviewed on a regular basis is not a life that's well lived. Okay? Everything has some sort of measurables by which you measure how it's doing. Now you drive your car, if you see that gas gauge going like this and going towards empty, and you don't pay attention to it, what's going to happen? Or nowadays, if it's an electric car and you see the charge going like that towards empty and you don't refuel it or recharge it, what's going to happen? It's going to stop. Your life is going to do the same thing. If we're not evaluating it based on some key metrics, it's going to stop working. It's going to stop working, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, relationally, financially. If we aren't measuring how things are going, it's going to stop working. Okay. So, what I'm going to suggest here for the rest of the time we've got together to chat a little bit about some ideas. Okay. I want you to go get this book. Okay. I don't make any money by you going to get this book. okay, or anything like that. Nobody's paying me to promote this book, but it's called The Power of Zero. The Power of Zero by David McKnight. And it's how to get to the 0% tax bracket and transform your retirement. How would you like to be retired and be paying 0% in taxes, income taxes? 0%. 0%. You know, there's a way to do that if you have a strategy to do that. And I want to get you on that road to doing that. Okay? Because if your money when you retire is going to come from a pension, okay, or 401k, you pay taxes on that money. And let me ask you guys a question. Do you think taxes are going to go up or go down over time? Right? Who collects our taxes? Who collects them? Well, the IRS collects them, but for whom? On whose behalf? The government? Is government spending going up or down? What'd you say? It's going up, right? Who pays for government spending? The taxpayers. Are there more or fewer people working in total than in the past? Well, in today's economy, there's fewer people working than there have been in the past. And more people are retiring. You heard of these people called the baby boomers? Millions of baby boomers are getting out of the workforce and they're retiring. And those were some of the higher income people who were paying some of the higher taxes. So what happens when they retire and then they turn around and they're starting to draw down on Social Security and they're starting to spend down their investment? What's that going to do to the economy? So if you're younger, you don't want to be paying taxes on your retirement when you retire. Does that make sense? Somebody send me a message on Facebook that you hear me and you say, yeah, Gus, I agree. I want a 0% tax bracket. Let me get a message from somebody so I know somebody hears me. Come on now, help a brother out. Put it in the chat. Yeah, Gus, I agree. I hear you. I want that 0% tax bracket. I'm gonna go get the book Power Zero because in November, we're gonna walk you through the Power of Zero and some of the key points from it. And it would help if you're reading the book because we're also going to offer you some strategies, some practical strategies. All right, Keisha, thank you. It's either Keisha or Kesha. Larry, thank you. That that we're going to offer you some strategies to get your taxes to zero. Okay, from here out, we're going to get very practical and challenge you to do things that are actually going to move you forward. Uh, Information that's practical that you can use and that works. Okay, so if you're gonna get the book, put it in the chat, Facebook comments. I'm gonna get the book. I'm gonna read the book because a lot of stuff. Okay, Lakeisha Nelson, she's getting the book. I'm fired up. We on this journey together. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, y'all got that book? Y'all got it? The Power of Zero, David McKnight. Get it? You can get it on Kindle. You can get it from the library. Get it. Get that book. Start reading it, okay? We're going to start covering that. Now, we talked about 4 levels of wealth: financial stability, financial security, financial freedom, financial abundance. We're going to put descriptions around that, and you're going to be able to start to put numbers around that and kind of see where you're at, what level you're at. Okay? We're going to start covering that, and we're going to use these 8 financial breakthroughs as stages along the way in different areas of your financial plan that you need to work on. Financial awareness, protecting your life from threats, having cash flow, your debt to income ratio, liquidity, future income and net worth, legacy and succession plan, accountability. And these numbers we're about to go through are going to help you put this together, right? So you have to get out your um, financial statements and begin looking at this, okay? And there's four numbers we're going to measure. One, we're going to look at your monthly cash flow margin. Cash flow. Cash flow. What's cash flow? Total cash flow minus total expenses. And it should say total income minus total expenses equal cash flow. It should say total income. I got to revise that slide. Total income minus total expenses equal cash flow. What's your total income from all the sources which you get income from? Okay? And then minus all your expenses, that equals your cash flow. And hopefully it's a positive number. Okay? Hopefully that's a positive number. If it's a negative number, we in trouble. But everybody that's listening to me is in one of three places. This number is either positive, it's equal, or it's negative. And that's something you need to know. Which one am I? Am I cash flow positive? And if I'm pretty much equal, okay, that's what they call paycheck to paycheck. When it's about equal. Paycheck to paycheck. And depending on how your month flows, one week you might be ahead, next week you might be behind, next week you're ahead, next week you're behind. Oh Lord, it's the third week of the month. Oh, how are we gonna get through this week? Because we got this, and this coming out, and we got come on now. Or it's cash flow negative. So where you at? Total income minus total expenses equal cash flow. Then total income minus fixed expenses. Total income minus what are fixed expenses? These are things that don't change every month. These are things you have to pay and you have to have. Things like your mortgage or your rent, utilities. In Chicago, it's a gas bill. It's an electric bill. It's a water bill. Okay, things you have to have. Nowadays, what other things have moved into that have to have? Well, for most people, it would be your cell phone, right? And some kind of wireless connection, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 5G, some kind of wireless connection where you can get on the web and use web-based tools, right? You could argue this. I can argue both sides. A car note is something you have to have. I don't 100% agree with that, but okay. If you have student loans, that's in there as a have to do kind of thing, and other loans you have. So you want to look at total cash flow minus total fixed expenses equals non-discretionary cash flow. Now that number should be higher. Now, you know what the difference between those two numbers is? Your total cash flow minus your total expenses, and then your total cash flow minus your total fixed expenses, the things you have to pay. That could be two different numbers. The difference is stuff that you spend money on just because you want to. Just because you want to. You need to know what that number is. Because in effect, that's money you don't have to spend. That's money you just want to spend. Your choices right now, my choices right now, have me where I am financially. Do you like that place that you're at right now? Do you like it? Is it exciting? Can you do all the things you want to do? Can you live life the way you want to? If you can, great, man, keep doing it that way. Fire it up. But if not, guess what we got to do? We got to change some things. So, hey, if you like it, put it in the Facebook comments and chat and say, I like it. If you need to change it, say, change it. Let me get some comments back from somebody. Do I like it or do I need to change it? What's up? Let me know where you're at. Come on now. I'm not going to move on until I get some comments now. Come on now. Let me know you're with me. Like the preacher said, anybody out there? Am I talking to anybody or am I here by myself? Is anybody with me or am I here by myself? Let me know. Give me some comments now. Come on now. Make some comments. Say, I like it. I need to change it. I like it. Or I need to change it. Your cash flow margin. Just you may say, Gus, I need to calculate it. But yeah, but you've been living it. So how you like how you living? I like it. I need to change it. Come on, tell me what you got. Let me get some feedback now before we move on to number two. I need to hear from you. Changes. Need more savings and investment. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Rawls, for being transparent and sharing. Thank you. Because that's exactly what we're talking about, how to get more savings and investment. Because that you can already see that's number two, right? Anybody else? Can I get one more? One more, M-O, or one more, M-O-R-E. Good English, right? One more or one more? Come on. Can I get one more? Come on now. Talk to me. Can I get one more comment? I need to make some changes or I like it. I need to make some changes or I like it. Let me hear you. I need to hear one more for move on. One more before I move on. Come on now. Give me one more. Come on now. We're doing this so you can change your life, right? The last thing you need in social media is one more person bumping their gum telling you this or that. What we need to do together is actually put this stuff into practice and make changes in our life. For real, right? For real. Can I get one more? Can I get one more comment so I can move on to number two? Asia, my producer's name is Asia. Asia's like, come on, y'all. Give me one more. This brother needs to move on. Can we get one more? Asia said, can we get one more? Asia said, one more. Come on now. I'm going to get this. We're going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, see, in the back of my mind, what I said was in my mind, so the person that comes in and gives us the one more, I'm going to get them a free copy of the book, The Power of Zero. And see, you just missed out on getting a free copy of the book, Power of Zero. I was going to send that to you. It wasn't going to cost you a dime, but you missed out. So we're going to move on to number two. Monthly savings plus monthly investment. Now, in my mind, the difference between savings and investments is this. An investment, I'm not going to touch it for at least 5 years. I'm not going to touch it for at least 5 years. So I want you to think about your total cash flow. At the end of in terms of income, what's your income number at, at the end of the month? How much money have you made? Or that would be, yes, your total income number. What would that number be? Write that number down, okay? Write that number down. Write that number down. Write that number down. You got it? Everybody got it? Okay. Now multiply that number by 30%. So let's say you're making 5,000 a month. Let's say you're making 5,000 a month. 30% of 5,000 a month is 1,500. If you add your savings and investments together, would that number be 1,500? If you want to be considered in the headed towards wealthy category, your number needs to be 30%. If you're just getting by and you might make it into retirement, it's 20%. If you don't stay poor, it's 10%. So you want it needs to you need to be saving 30+% of our money, saving and investing it. Okay. Now, how am I going to do that? How am I going to live if I do that? We got some lifestyle choices to make. See, in America, young folks move out their parents' house ASAP, as soon as possible, as soon as possible. A lot of times it's not based on the financial situation or whether that's the best strategy for them. In other cultures, people stay at home till they get married. They stay in their house till they get married. So if you can't save 30% of what you make, you really got to consider your lifestyle. You really got to consider some lifestyle changes, or not. But you're going to see why in a minute because you keep looking at these numbers. Number three is net worth. What you own minus what you owe. What you own minus what you owe. Right? So, like many of you are buying a house and you got a mortgage on the house, and the difference between what you could sell your house for and the mortgage is your equity that's in the house. So if you have that equity plus every other thing that you own, you add that together, you get a net worth number. So if you got money in a savings account, a checking account, a 401k, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, you own investment property, you own a business that creates so much cash flow and so much income. You add all those things up and that's your net worth. Okay? So at the end of 2023, we're going to figure all these numbers out. Together, you're going to figure out these numbers for yourself. And then we want to look back at the end of 2024 and see where we're at. That's the only way to know how we're doing. Yes? Yes? Of course. If you have a job and you work for somebody else, whoever that somebody else is, the reason why they're the boss or they own the company is that they're doing these four things. And one of the things they decided was in order for me to get ahead financially, I got to own a business. And I got to get the people working with me, and some of them working for me, so I can make that happen. So look at your net worth, what you own minus what you owe. Include your home equity and do one without your home equity. Because you can't go around selling a house every 5 minutes, right? to really have money that we can really make something happen with, right? So we're gonna look at it what it is without the home equity. Okay? Y'all feel me? If you're getting this, put it into the comments. I'm getting it. If you're not getting it, put in the comments, I'm lost. I'm lost. Put in the comments, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Or put in the comments, I'm lost. I'm lost. So I can hear from you. Okay? This is the last thing we're gonna cover today. Then we're gonna be about done. Is your financial independence number, your FIN, your financial independence number. At some point in the future, you want to stop working for money. For me, I'm never gonna stop working because I believe that's why God put me on. I'm getting it. All right, Teresa. I'm getting it. All right. All right. All right. So, your financial independence number, okay. What age you start working for money? Juanita says, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. All right, all right, all right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. There's an age where I'm never gonna stop working. Okay, but you should stop at some point working for money. Hmm. Well, why are you still working then? Because you're doing something that matters, that makes a difference to people. It's making the world a better place. So you keep working at it. Okay? And it just so happens when you do that, money comes in. But you keep doing it whether your money came in or not. You feel me? So what age do you want to start working for money? And then how much money do you want coming in monthly when you do that? What age do you want to start working for money? And then when you do that, how much money is coming in monthly at that point? Now, that money, baby, I didn't put this on here, but that money could come in from you working. But it would be better if that money came from one of these three sources: investment, where the interest or the growth in your investment from year to year is a certain amount of money. So think about the most money you ever made in a year from work, whatever that number is. Okay, what if that same amount of money came in from investment, and you didn't have to do anything? You didn't have to do any work. The investments did the work, and they made the same amount of money as you spent working 40 hours a week, 50 work a year, 2,000 hours, that made you the asset. But what if now your asset was this investment? And now the investment is working, it's making the money, and you're not making it. You're not having to go out and make the money. You understand what I'm saying? That's called lifestyle. I mean, you can go on vacation. You can stay in the warm weather all year long, stay in the cold weather all year long, stay in the mountains, stay by the water, stay by the wood, whatever you want to do, and the money's going to keep coming in. Why? Because the investments are working for you. Or number two, the businesses are working for you. Or number three, the real estate is working for you. Can I get a witness? Do you hear me? That's called financial independence. Your money's allowed you to be independent. Your money has bought back your independence. Let that sink in. So our goal is, while you're working for money, is to be building investments, business, and real estate, so that one day when you stop working for money, those things kick in and they take over where you were generating the income. Now your investments are generating income. Your businesses are generating income. Your real estate is generating, and you don't have to be directly involved like you were. Okay? So those four things. Let me go back. Let me go back one. Four numbers we're gonna look at. Monthly cash flow. And I'm gonna change this slide. I'm gonna change this slide with this total income minus total expenses equals cash flow. And then total income minus fixed expenses is non-discretionary cash flow margin. That's what you have to do no matter what. And the difference between those two things is your lifestyle. Choices you are making to make your lifestyle better. Monthly savings plus monthly investment. Savings are things you're going to use in less than 5 years. Investments are things you're going to use 5 years up. But that number needs to be 30% of what you make. Okay, and then I want to mention this: poor, middle class, wealthy view of money. The poor people look at, I need money to pay my bills. I need money to pay my bills. I need money to pay my bills. If that's what you think about all day, that's a poor person's mindset. Middle class mindset. I need money because I want a better house. I need money because I want a better car. I need money because I want a better vacation. I need money because I want a better wedding ring. I need money because I want better shoes. I need money because I want to put my kids in a private school or whatever it is. The middle class look at money as a way to improve their lifestyle and to have nicer things. And to have nicer things. The wealthy view of money is, I want money because I want my money to make money for me. I want money because I want money to make more for me. I want money because I want money to make more for me. Which one do you have? A poor, middle class, or wealthy view of money? And if you're not saving or investing over 30%, don't put down you got the wealthy view of money. No, not it. You're not living that out. Okay? So monthly savings plus investment. And we talked about your net worth, what you own, minus what you owe, and your financial independence. Okay? So we're gonna be looking at those numbers for the rest of 23, and then we're going when we get to the end of 24, we're gonna look back and see how we changed. Because everything in between, we're gonna talk about money moves you need to make, money choices you need to make. The end of this year and all next year, we're gonna be looking at moves to make these four numbers more positive on your behalf. Okay, that's what we're doing. How many? Put it in the chat. I'm in. If you're in with me, you want to do this. Say, Gus, I'm in. Hey, Gus, I want to improve these numbers. I'm in. Hey, Gus, I'm in. Let me know you in. Say, hey, Gus, I'm in. I'm in. Let's go. Let me know. All right? Because that is the end of our time today. But I want to hear somebody tell me they're in before I go. Send the brother off with the I'm in. Come on now. Are you in? Now, hey, Share the broadcast with other people. Get your friends here so they can get in on this. Come on. Come on now. Are you in? All right, Juanita. It's me and Juanita. We in. We going. Let's go. You go if nobody else will. You go if nobody else will. Two out of 2 million went into the promised land with the children of Israel. Joshua and Caleb. Those are my role models, not the 2 million that died on the way. All right? You guys have a great day. I'm out to enjoy Arizona with my son. We about to go get it. Hey, Teresa. I'm in. I'm with you, Teresa. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all take care. I'm going to enjoy it. It's 81 degrees in Arizona right now. Man, I'm loving it. Y'all have a great day. All right. God bless. Bye.